Hey friends, hola amigos y amigas, que lo que? It's Scott Hanselman in the Dominican Republic at the Caribbean Developers Conference, and I'm talking with Leslie Ramírez. She's got a blog and she's a C# developer, and you've been doing C# now for how many years?
2 years.
3 years? And then you work for the government doing ASP.NET and APIs?
Yes, I'm working for some kind of projects that I can talk a lot about this.
Secret government projects.
But I'm full stack developer there, and I'm working with SQL Server. I'm still working sometimes with Azure DevOps and in architecture in Azure. All is in a Microsoft environment.
Very cool. And how did you get started with C#? Did you choose it or did it choose you?
I mean, C# chose me.
Yeah.
Because when I was at college, one of my classes about programming was in C#, and I started programming in C# in a formal way, and all of my jobs have been in this line, C# the stuff, and it's all.
So it's become a natural language. It's the language that you like.
I've been in this, and I don't have any necessity to change to another language.
Cool. I think I've practiced JavaScript and I know a little Ruby and a little Python, but I keep coming back to C# because it's my language.
Well, when I started at 9, because my father is a software engineer, so he teach me how to start programming in Delphi 7.
Nice.
Yes, and I created my first calculator. I thought I was amazing. I was a programmer, but so many years later, I just started with C# in a formal way in my college, and now I'm working on that.
That's great, and it's cool that you have this language that you like in C#, and you also have a blog, and I like that you blog about C#. Here's your blog. People can go and visit this, and if you check your section on C#, you're blogging in Spanish, and I like that you're blogging in Spanish because there's not enough content in local languages, in non-English.
Yes, that's the main reason that I decided to write my blog into Spanish, because when I'm looking for some specific topics about C#, all is in English. But when you're a student, many of my partners doesn't know how to read or understand the documentation in English. So I decided to create my own content into Spanish.
I think that's so important because I want everyone to be able to program.
Yes.
Right? You see my shirt, include everyone, right?
Yeah.
It's a C++. And I think that if you say, hey, I want you to be a programmer, first have perfect English. That's a barrier.
Yeah, that's why I'm participating in other initiatives like Code for Ladies. It's a new community that is trying to teach little girls that are into school to how to start into programming, because in some cases they doesn't know how to
type?
Type anything in the computer and anything about programming. So it's interesting to make them to initiate in this world, but giving them the content that they can understand, because a lot of it's in English and many of them doesn't know how to speak or read in English, the content.
That's great. I see you have like a section on C# basics.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool, and I want to give you an idea, because we just made some videos that you might be interested in. These are .NET 101, C# 101. So we did some basic videos. Maybe we need some Spanish videos to teach people this kind of stuff, right?
Yes.
Like if you talk to the community and wouldn't it be nice to have a series of videos to teach C# in a local language, you know? And here you've done a blog post on, type conversion. And I think that you should continue to encourage the other people that you work with and the people in the community to make local content.
Yeah, I'll be talking with a lot of other girls that are part of my community to create their own blog into Spanish. So they can share all what they're doing in some technologies and make that inclusive to everyone.
Yeah, that's great. So right now you're doing ASP.NET, you're doing some web APIs, you said the projects are secret, but are you doing is it mostly back-end, or do you have Razor pages talking to the web APIs?
Because I'm working in so many projects and with some different approaches, but most of the time I'm working with back-end. So I have some tags in maintenance of web APIs, but that's not my main job right now.
Okay. And then when you're doing the community work, do you like give presentations or do you like present to people? You said you work with coding for ladies?
Code for Ladies. I've been the last month at Costa Rica for Latinity. It was an event, the biggest event of the part of Latin America, and it was sharing technologies with all the girls to empower them to being inclusive in technology, because many girls are interested of working on technology, and we have to solve that.
That's great.
To encourage them.
Well, I appreciate you talking with me today, Leslie. People go ahead and check out Leslie's blog and check out all the other great videos and cool people that we've been talking to here at the Caribbean Developers Conference. Why aren't you here? I hope you're here next year.
Thank you.